Interesting story today, St. Louis Post-Dispatch, and Benjamin Hockman has been covering this story. Can you sum this up for our audience, Benjamin, of exactly what has happened with this high school in St. Louis?
Pretty crazy. So if you get suspended from a football game for fighting, ejected, you can't play the next game. Bill Jackson, star running back for Cardinal Ritter, got in a fight and was ejected and suspended after the final game of last season. So he was not allowed to play in the first game of this season. Cardinal Ritter was playing a very tough opponent out of Chicago, Nazareth, and so the guy couldn't play, right? Except he did. The coach gave him a jersey of a different player and put him out there, and sure enough, Bill Jackson did not play in that game, but Marvin Burks had a big game, got an interception, ran for a 56-yard touchdown. Nice game for this newcomer, Marvin Burks. Well, David Quidall of the Post-Dispatch figured it out, looked at some photos later in the season, and realized a tattoo on this new guy, Marvin Burks, was the same tattoo on the star running back, Bill Jackson, who played the rest of the games so far this season.
All right, so what happened? What's the punishment?
Everything bad that you can think of has happened. The coach has been fired. All the assistant coaches have been fired. The season has been canceled, and the wins by Cardinal Ritter have been forfeited.
Has anybody come forward to talk about this?
Well, that's a great question because I spoke just last night to the coach. His name is Brandon Gregory, and he's done a lot of interviews around St. Louis, and he is so sorry. He is very apologetic, but he would not go into any details whatsoever about what motivated him to make this decision, why he did this, and why he put his students and athletes in a situation where they're basically living a lie and holding on to a lie.
Yeah, but he had a fake player out there. He hasn't even come forward to admit that?
Yes, he did admit that mistakes were made, if I may. And he did admit that, and he said just last night that he was doing it for the player, not for the team. And it's understandable, maybe not understandable, but what he's saying is he wanted the kid to play against this top-notch opponent. It's good for recruiting tapes and stuff. But the reality is, yeah, the kid should not have been allowed to play in the game. He was supposed to be suspended, and he put a fake number on him, a different number on him, and he played in the game. Anybody
backing the coach here?
That's the thing. A lot of people in that community are backing the coach because they're kind of saying, like, they're kind of sweeping it under the rug or under the artificial high school turf, if you will, saying, okay, so maybe he played the guy and he shouldn't have, but he was on the team anyway, and he's done so many other great things for this community, for this team, and former players are talking about it, and they're making points like, look, I wouldn't have been in college right now. There's a college football player. I'm in college right now for free on a scholarship, thanks to Coach Gregory. I wouldn't have been here because of him, and that's a true statement, but the fire and the passion in the coach clearly backfired in this situation.
Has the coach lost his job?
Yeah, no, he is unemployed, correct.
All right. How good is this team? Are we talking about a state championship caliber team?
That's the thing. I buried the lead, Dan. This was not only the best team in St. Louis, but Max Preps had them ranked as the #1 small school in the nation. This is a fantastic team, Cardinal Ritter. Their season is over. No senior night, no postseason.
Oh, my God. Is there another shoe to drop on this, Benjamin?
I don't think so. I mean, the reality is they're going to have to start from scratch, hire a new coach, a new staff. And, of course, the victims in this are the kids. And, I mean, the senior night, that's such a special night for so many high school athletes. These seniors won't get to have that. And, of course, playing for the state championship, they were in the state title game last year and lost. The whole summer they prepared to come back and get vengeance and win the state championship this year. Well, now they won't get to because their coach got greedy.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.